In this lecture, you will learn about properties of amino acid, how these simple structural units are linked to form proteins and play essential role in different biological activities. Protein building block amino acids. Proteins are the molecular devices through which genetic information expressed. Simple monomeric subunits amino acid provide the key to the structure of the thousand of the different proteins. The protein of every organism from the simplest of bacteria to human beings are constructed from the ubiquitous set of 20 amino acids. To generate a particular protein, amino acids are covalently linked in a characteristic linear sequence. What is most remarkable is that cell can produce protein with strikingly different properties and activities by joining the same 20 amino acid in many different combinations and sequences. The light produced by fireflies is the result of the reaction involving the protein luciferin. From these building blocks, different organisms make such widely diverse products such as enzymes, hormones, antibodies, transporters, muscle fibers, the lens protein of the eye, feathers, spider webs, rhinoceros horns, milk protein, antibiotics, mushroom poison, myrate, and other substances having distinct biological activities. Among these protein products, the enzymes are the most varied and specialized as the catalyst of virtually all cellular reactions. Enzymes are one of the key to understanding the chemistry of life and provide a focal point for any course in biochemistry. These are the two representations of protein in visualized stage. First is called the ribbon representation, another is called the space filling model. So now you can understand that proteins are the polymer of amino acid with each amino acid residue joined to its neighbor by a specific type of covalent bond. The term residue reflects the loss of the elements of water when one amino acid is joined to another. Protein can be broken down, hydrolyzed to their constituent amino acid by a variety of methods, and the earliest studies of protein naturally focused on free amino acid derived from them. 20 different amino acids are commonly found in protein. The first to be discovered is asparagine in 1806 and the last of the 20 to be found, threonine, was not identified until 1938. The figure also shows that how amino acids are joined to form protein. All the amino acids travel or common name in some cases derive from the source in which they are isolated, like asparagine from asparagus, glutamate from wheat gluten, tyrosine from cheese. Its name is derived from the Greek word tyros, which means cheese. Glycine name is also derived from a Greek word glykos, which means sweet, was so named because of its sweet taste. All 20 of the common amino acids are alpha amino acid. They have carboxyl group bonded to the same carbon atom, the alpha carbon. They differ from each other in their side chains or R group, which vary in structure, size and electric charge, and which influence the solubility of amino acid in water. For all common amino acids except glycine, the alpha carbon is bonded to 4 different groups: the carboxyl group, an amino group, an R group and hydrogen atom. In case of glycine, the R group is another hydrogen atom. To identify the carbon in an amino acid, the additional carbon in R group are designated as beta, gamma, sigma, epsilon and so forth, proceeding off from the alpha carbon. The carboxyl carbon would be the C1 and the alpha carbon would be the C2. The alpha carbon atom is thus a chiral center because of the tetrahedral arrangement of the bonding orbitals around the alpha carbon atom. The 4 different groups occupy 2 unique special arrangements and thus amino acid have 2 possible stereoisomers. Since they are non-superposable mirror images of each other, the two form represents the class of stereoisomers called enantiomers. All the molecules with a chiral center are also optically active, that is, they rotate the plane polarized light. Absolute configuration. The absolute configuration of simple sugar and amino acid is specified by D and L system based on the absolute configuration of 3-carbon sugar glyceraldehyde, a convention proposed by Emil Fischer in 1891. Fischer knew what groups surround the asymmetric carbon of glyceraldehyde but had no gas at their absolute configuration. He guessed right and was later confirmed by X-ray diffraction analysis. For all chiral compounds, stereoisomers having a configuration related to that of L-glyceraldehyde are designated L, and the stereoisomers related to the D-glyceraldehyde are designated D. By Fischer convention, L and D refers only to the absolute configuration of 4 substitutes around the chiral carbon, not to the optical properties of the molecule with more than one chiral center. L represents the levorotatory, means rotating the plane polarized light to the left, and D represents the dixorotatory, means rotating light to the right. Some more important points: nearly all biological compounds with a chiral center occur naturally in only one stereoisomeric form, either D or L. The amino acid residue in protein molecules are exclusively L stereoisomers. D amino acid residues have been found in only a few, generally small peptides, including some peptides of bacterial cell walls and certain antibodies. Coding amino acid. The 3-letter code is transparent, the abbreviation generally consisting of 3 letters of the amino acid name. The 1-letter code was devised by Margaret Oakley de Hoff, considered by many to be founder of the field of bioinformatics. The 1-letter code reflects an attempt to reduce the size of the data files and used to describe the amino acid sequence. The 1-letter code is designed to easily memorize, and understanding its origin can help the student to do just that. First group is unique first letter, in which cysteine is encoded by C, histidine is encoded by H, isoleucine by I, methionine by M, serine by S, and valine by V. The second is amino acid most common in protein include alanine A, glycine G, leucine L, proline P, threonine T. Phenotypically suggestive, the third one, arginine R, phenylalanine F, tyrosine Y, tryptophan W. Latter assigned by their name: aspartic acid D, asparagine N, glutamate E, and glutamine Q. Classification of amino acid on the basis of R group. Main side chain. Amino acid can be classified into 5 main classes based on the properties of their R groups, particularly their polarity or tendency to interact with water at biological pH near pH 7.0. The polarity of R groups varies widely from nonpolar and hydrophobic water insoluble to highly polar and hydrophilic water soluble. The side chain of group of this class of amino acid are nonpolar and hydrophobic. The side chain of alanine, valine, leucine and isoleucine tend to cluster together within protein, stabilizing the protein structure by means of hydrophobic interactions. Glycine has the simplest structure, although it is most easily grouped with a nonpolar amino acid. Its very small chain make no real contribution to hydrophobic interactions. Methionine, one of the 2 sulfur-containing amino acid, has a slightly non-thioester group in its side chain. Proline has a aliphatic site with a distinct cyclic structure. The secondary amino group of proline residue is held in a rigid conformation that reduces the structural flexibility of polypeptide region containing proline. Aromatic R group: phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan. With their aromatic side chains are relatively nonpolar hydrophobic. All can participate in hydrophobic interactions. The hydroxyl group of tyrosine can form hydrogen bonds, and it is an important functional group in some enzymes. Tyrosine and tryptophan are significantly more polar than phenylalanine because of the tyrosine hydroxyl group and the nitrogen of the tryptophan indole ring. and tyrosine, and to a much lesser extent phenylalanine absorb ultraviolet light. This accounts for the characteristic strong absorbance of light by some protein at wavelength of 280 nanometer, a property exploited by researchers in the characterization of proteins. The side chain of these amino acids are more soluble in water or more hydrophilic than those of non-polar amino acids because they contain functional groups that form hydrogen bonds with water. This class of amino acid includes serine, threonine, cysteine, asparagine, and glutamine. The polarity of serine and threonine is contributed by their hydroxyl group and that of asparagine and glutamine by their amide group. Cysteine is a weak acid and can make a hydrogen bond with oxygen or nitrogen. The most hydrophilic R group are those that are either positively charged or negatively charged. The amino acid in which the R group has significant positive charge as pH 7 are lysine, which has a second primary amino group at the epsilon position on its aliphatic chain. Arginine, which has a positively charged gonadine group. Histidine, which has an aromatic imidazole group as the only common amino acid having ionizable side chain with pKa near neutrality. Histidine may be a positively charged or uncharged at pH 7. His residue may facilitate many enzyme catalyzed reaction by serving as a proton donor or receptor. Negatively charged acidic groups. The two amino acids having R group with a net negative charge at pH 7 are aspartate and glutamate, each of which has a second carboxyl group. Amino acid can act as acid or base. The amino and carboxyl group of amino acid along with ionizable R group of some amino acid function as a weak acid and base. When an amino acid lacking ionizable R group is dissolved in water at neutral pH, it exits in solution as a dipolar ion or Zutter ion, which can act as either an acid or base. Substances having this dual acid-base nature are amphoteric and are often called ampholyte from amphoteric electrolytes. A simple monoamino monocarboxylic alpha amino acid such as alanine is a diprotic acid when fully protonated. It has two groups, the COH and NH3 group that can yield protons. Acid have a characteristic titration curve. Acid-base titration involves the gradual addition or removal of protons. Monoamino monocarboxylic amino acid with ionizable R group are diprotic acid at low pH and exist in several different ionic forms as the pH increases. Amino acid with ionizable R group have additional ionic species depending on the pH of the medium and the pK of the R group. pK is a measure of the tendency of a group to give up a proton. Now come towards the graph. At the first stage of the glycine loses its proton at the midpoint where the pH is equal to the pK of the protonated group being titrated. Here there is another group of inflection at which removal of the second proton has just begun. The second stage of the titration corresponds to the removal of the proton from the NH3 group of glycine. The pH at the midpoint of this stage is 9.60 equal to the pK. The titration is essentially complete at a pH of about 12. Thank you, and I hope that this lecture helped you to understand the biochemistry of amino acids.